Hello guys, welcome to today's session. In the last class we have covered the basics of networking. So today we are going to cover the remaining topics which is there in networking. So let's get started. So the first topic is, what is MAC address? What is MAC address? So MAC address or the physical, MAC address or the physical address given by the manufacturer. They are unique. They are unique physical addresses. For example, when you are buying some new device like mobile phone or laptop or anything, the manufacturer will give you the NIC card. The NIC card will be attached with that device. So in NIC card you will have the MAC address. For example, when you are sharing some photos or videos or anything via Bluetooth, so the other devices should be near with your device, right? It should place near with your device, then only you can share via Bluetooth. If the other device is far away, then you can't share, right? So how it is sharing via Bluetooth? How the Bluetooth is identifying that this device is near with me? How it is identifying? It is identifying using MAC address. So this MAC address is used only in the local area, not globally. So if you want to share anything with the other devices, then you need this MAC address. Via Wi-Fi you can share, or Bluetooth. So this for this kind of work you need the MAC address. So this is called as MAC address, and it is unique for every device. Can we change the MAC address? Most probably you can't change, but if you really wanted to change, means suppose if your device is not working, if your mobile is not working, it is broken, then the manufacturer will provide you the new NIC card, right? So in that NIC card the new MAC address will be provided. So in that way we can change. Other than that we can't change. So MAC address stands for Media Access Control Card. So it is used for local purpose, not for global one. For global we need IP address. For global one we need IP address. So what is IP address? IP address needed when we access international website. IP address is needed when we access international websites. For example, someone is coming to verify you. Let's say police are asking you for the verification purpose. They are asking you the card. So which card they will ask? In India, I mean in your country, for example in India, to verify you they mostly will ask the Aadhaar card or voter ID. Anything they will ask in India, inside India. But in other country, if you let's say if you are in US, for verification, what kind of ID card they will ask? They will ask you passport, right? They can't ask Aadhaar card or voter ID. Aadhaar card or voter ID are valid only inside your country. If you are in another country, then we need passport. right? So similarly, Aadhaar card is MAC address and passport is IP address. Okay, for a local area, you need MAC address. If it is global area, then you need IP addresses. Okay, so who will provide this IP address? In the Wi-Fi router. So Wi-Fi router will give this IP address, and who will provide IP to Wi-Fi? ISP, Internet Service Provider. Okay, so ISP will provide the IPs to Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi router will provide the IP addresses to the devices. Okay, so if you want to access something globally, then you need IP addresses. So this is the difference between the MAC address and the IP address. Okay, now let's see about the types of IP address. Types of IP address. Okay, the first one is public IP addresses, and the second one is private IP addresses. Okay, so what is public IP addresses? Public IP is used when you need to access internet globally. Okay, and private IP address is used for internal communication. Okay, so let me show you one example. Okay, let's say this is your Wi-Fi router. Okay, so in this Wi-Fi, your mobile, your laptop, another mobile, everything. Okay, so everything is connected in this Wi-Fi. Okay, suppose if you want to access between these devices, if you want to access between these devices, I mean this one and this one, if you want to communicate between these two devices, okay, these internal devices, then you need the private IP addresses. So this is specifically used for internal communication. Okay, let's say if you want to access any other server which is not within this network, then you need public IP address. Okay, then you need public IP address. You can have many private IP addresses, okay, but you will be having only one common public IP address. Okay, so private IP address is only for internal communication, and public IP addresses is for globally connected server. Okay, I hope it's clear now. So who will provide this private IP addresses? Wi-Fi router. Okay, and the IP addresses will be who will provide the IP address to the Wi-Fi router? The ISP, Internet Service Provider. They, for example, Airtel, Jio, so they are ISPs. Okay, they will provide the IPs to the Wi-Fi router, and the Wi-Fi router will provide the IPs to the devices. Okay, and for one Wi-Fi router you will be having only one public IP address, but you can have many private IP addresses. Okay, let's see this image. This is the Wi-Fi router, and this is public IP addresses. Who will provide this? ISP, Internet Service Provider. They will provide this public IP address, and it will automatically generate the private IP address, and we call it as local or internal to the devices which is connected to this Wi-Fi router. Okay, this image will be clear for you, I think, and through this public IP we can access the internet, and through this we can communicate with the devices, internal devices. Okay, so now let's see about versions of IP. Versions of IP. Okay, so we have so many versions. We have IPv1, IPv2, IPv3 till IPv6. IPv6. Okay, so which one is more famous, IPv4 and IPv6? This both are very famous. Okay, so IPv4 is old one. Okay, old one, and it contains only 4.2 billion IPs. So nowadays everyone using internet, right? So it is more than 4.2 billion, right? That's why everyone transitioning to IPv6, but not everyone, it is in progress. Maybe in the future everyone will transition to IPv6, but for now only few devices are using it. Okay, they are transitioning very slowly. Okay, so IPv6 has trillions of IP addresses. Okay, IPv6 has trillions of IP addresses. So everyone will be having their own IP addresses, IPv6 IP addresses. So that's why everyone are planning to move.
Going to see about the different layers in OSI model. Different layers in OSI models. Okay, so for example, if we are transferring a video to other devices, so what are all the layers will be done internally? So we are going to see about those layers. Okay, I will explain you all the layers with an example, so it will be more clear for you. So the first layer is application layer. Okay, so let's say if you are sharing a device, sharing a video or sharing a movie with other device, so you need that appropriate application, right? For example, it might be share it, or it might be Bluetooth, or it might be anything. You need that appropriate application to share those videos or audio, anything, right? So that is the first layer, that is called as application layer. Okay, it is to select which application you need to share the devices. So the first layer is used to select the app. So the next layer is presentation layer. Presentation layer. Okay, so you found the app. Okay, so you are sharing the video via some app. Okay, you selected it. Then what you will do? You're sharing to laptop, right? So laptop only know the binary language, which is zeros and ones. Okay, so you have to convert the videos or anything to the system understandable language, which is zeros and ones. So to convert them, we have this presentation layer. Okay, so this presentation layer is used to convert the videos or audios or anything to the computer understandable language. Okay, so this presentation is used to convert the language. Okay, the next layer is session layer. So it will start the session. To start the session, for example, you are going to Domino's or KFC, okay, to buy some snack. Okay, so you are in the queue. So what you will do? You will say, "Hello, I would like to order something." So you are starting the session, right? So if you want to eat, you need to go and stand in the queue, and you need to start the thing, right? If you want to share the devices from other device, you have to start this session to transfer. Okay, so for that layer, we have this session layer. Okay, let's take Domino's example. So if you are going to Domino's and you are standing in the queue and you are telling them that I would like to order this, so you are starting the conversation. So similarly, we have this session layer to start the session. So the next layer is transport layer. Transport layer. Okay, for example, when you are sending a movie, okay, it might be around 2 GB or 3 GB, right? You can't send the 2 GB to other device, okay, because it will take a lot of time. So if you segment them to 100 MB, 100 MB, 100 MB, then it will be easy, right, to share to other devices. Okay, so similarly, we have this transport layer, okay, to segment the data. So what this layer will do, so whatever data you are sending, it will segment them, okay, so that the transfer will be more faster. Okay, it will transfer the data through via TCP and UDP protocol. We will see about these two protocols after this topic. So the for now, just remember we it will transfer the data using this TCP and UDP protocol. Okay, then the network layer. Okay, so it segmented the data. Now what we need to do? We need to track the data again, right? Because the data is segmented and it has been shared. If the data is segmented means you can't see, right? I mean, you can't see the full video, right? You can see half of video, like 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. You don't want that, right? You want to pack that data again and send it to me, right? So for that purpose, we have this network layer. So what it will do, it will pack the data again. Okay. Then we have data link layer. Okay. In the data link layer, you need to provide the source and destination details. For example, the device has to know to which destination you want to send, right? If you don't provide any destination, then the device won't know, right? For that purpose, we need the source and destination details here. Okay, source and destination. Okay, so what it will do, it will make a proper frame so that the videos or audios, the data will be shared to that proper destination. Okay, and then we have physical layer. Physical layer means just you need to provide the physical detail. For example, if you want to share via wireless or wired network, so that thing you have, like, it will, you have to provide wired or wireless. Okay, so this is called as physical layer. So these are all the different layers in OSI model. This is most important question in the interview. So everyone will ask you these questions. Okay, so be prepared for it. So the next thing we are going to see about is TCP and UDP protocol. Okay, what is TCP and UDP protocol? So these are all the two protocols which is used in transport layer. Okay, two protocols used in transport layer. Okay, so TCP is slow. Okay, but even if it is slow, you will receive the 100% data. Okay,
So when you are transferring the devices, transferring the data through TCP protocol means it will take some time, but you will receive the 100% data. Okay. For example, email. If you are sending an email to other guy, okay, it will take at least 2 to 3 minutes, right? But you will receive the 100% data there, right? But in UDP, it is very fast. But you will get only 20 to 80% of data, not the entire data. Okay. For example, in for TCP, I have provided the example of email. For UDP, you can see video games or video calls. Okay. If you are calling somebody in video means you can't see them properly. You can see only 70% and 80% of their face, right? So this is called as UDP. It is fast, but it is unsecure, and you will not receive the 100% data. But TCP is slow, but you will receive the 100% data. So for that purpose only, everyone using TCP. So these are all the two protocols which is used in transport layer while transferring the data. You have to choose, okay, if it is TCP or UDP. Okay, so it is okay if the data is if you want to share the 100% of data, then you can use this TCP or UDP if you want to share video games or video calls if you're calling some videos. So yeah, that's all for today's session. So we have covered MAC address, IP address, types of IP address, and their versions and different layers in OSI model, and what is TCP and what is UDP protocol. Everything we have covered in this class. So tomorrow we will see about operating system. Okay. Let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. I will reply to everybody. If you found this video helpful, then please share, subscribe and like my videos. Thank you. Bye everyone.